I'm here.
Hey, bud, what's going on?
Thank God you're here.
Wow, this place looks great.
Yeah.
You rebuilt it after the bomb.
Nah, we just restored it from a backup.
Oh, you know, your skin grafts are amazing.
Thank you. It took all night to render.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Mel's here.
Oh, wonderful.
So, why did you want to see me so urgently, Chad?
We've got to make more shows, man.
I agree. You know, I had some pretty good ideas.
Yeah, me too.
One involved a butt that farted.
Farting butts. But we have to have butts that also fart.
We're back!
Mel's here.
Thank God. Oh, you guys. It's a bomb.
Shit.
Yay! Oh, you guys, this is so exciting.
Beautiful.
It's Sunday Night Stupid. We're back.
Hooray! When was our last show, Chad?
Summertime.
That people saw.
June? No, it was before June, right?
I think it was maybe
before we left
spring.
for the beach, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because you've
Before
been
Broken
gone.
Record. We hadn't even done that yet.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So it's been since like April?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good news, everybody. We think stuff is working.
I hope it's working.
Why don't we do the multiple camera angles to show the fancy setup?
Oh, alright,
What's that?
here.
Camera. We got. Yeah.
This isn't a
This
great.
isn't a flat
This
right
isn't a great angle, but look. Oh, what? We can.
What?
Huh?
What? Yeah, we're over here now.
What the?
What? What's happening?
What the fart?
When Mary gets bored, she'll just switch over and she will talk.
And then, okay, here's the squirrel cam.
Oh, my favorite.
Now, this is actually the Squirrel Cathedral, the Squirrel. Why don't you talk about this gigantic monstrosity that you
Sure.
now have?
Jay, why don't you go over there and we'll show them a little something about the squirrels.
Okay.
Oh, Vanna.
Yeah.
That was her name, right?
Vanna White?
Yeah. Okay.
This?
So what we have here
Jay, you're kind of blocking the shot
Oh,
here.
sorry.
is a live look in at the magical world, the squirrel world
There you go. No,
that we have,
See?
that we have.
Show off the squirrels.
Oh, gosh. They look amazing. There's Hermione right there. There's Mary Lou right there. They're sitting there. They've got a salt wheel. They've got sunflower seeds. They've got a wheel down here that they can run on. They've
Amazing.
got 3 nesting boxes, Cocoa Hideaway, a banana, a mat that they can climb on, a swing.
An actual banana hammock.
Yeah.
They love it. So that's the new squirrel setup.
That's right. We built that just for this episode.
Just for yeah. Now we get to tear it down and haul it off. Ooh.
Why don't we go to our? Can we go to our 4 camera?
You bet your sweet ass.
Oh,
we can.
look at that!
So
Look at that!
There's a beautiful view of my driveway.
That's right. Any zombie invasions that happen will be covered here on Sunday Night Stupid.
And then we got the Mary J cam over there, and then
That's right. This
You're
is
about to
very
see my
exciting.
butt.
this is, yeah, Jay's butt.
So we have a lot of
Yes, the
technology, a lot of stuff that we are hoping to show you if stuff works. And I'm feeling pretty good that it's going to work.
I think it works.
Now you went out west.
So
I
yeah,
did.
we've done several tours since we last did a show here. Like Jay did a tour with or 2 with Joe. I don't even know.
Yeah, 2.
And so that was great. You want to talk about that?
We went, so the first tour was called HAGS, Have a Great Summer.
Catchy.
We went, thank you. We went all through the southeast, so like Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and that one was really good. That one was a little more profitable than our west one. Our west one, we realized, was just kind of us taking a vacation.
Well, that's what it was.
Afford.
You were obsessed with Mariah Carey, and you wanted to see her at Caesar's Palace. And it's like, well, tickets are like $150 each, and a flight out there's $300 something bucks. So we're gonna spend $1,000 to fly out there, and then hotel, food on top of that. I was like, bullshit. We're comics. Let's book a tour where we're driving 6 hours, doing a show, driving 6 hours. So that's what we did, all the way down I-40 and back.
Carry Us tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. We called it the Desert Death Crawl. And we did not die, but we did go through the Mojave Desert.
It's very misleading.
We went to the Grand Canyon.
We drove like 3 hours out of the way to see the Grand Canyon.
We were like 2 hours away from the Grand Canyon, so I was like, we're stupid if we don't just pop in and see one of the wonders of the world. You know?
How was it?
It was amazing. Well, first of all, we were 2 hours away, but like there's two different real access points. There's a park, and then there's like this weird other park in Utah. Like the one in Arizona is the one you think of, Grand Canyon.
Right.
But the one in Utah, the one closest
Nevada?
to possibly Nevada or Utah on that side, that one is commercial fuckery, where you pull up and they park you, and then they charge you $50 a person to load onto a bus to take you to the place to see the Grand Canyon. And I got there, I was like,
broke into the canyon?
I was like, fuck this, no. And so then we tried to drive. I was like, no, this isn't right. Let's go. And I like got it on Waze, and I followed it into the Mojave Desert to a place where you put in your boat to go through the Grand Canyon. It wasn't the Grand Canyon. So we drove all the way there, and we were like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit.
And I didn't know, and so I was like, oh, that's it?
That's it? Ugh. And I was like, this is not it, I promise you. And so we turned around, and I looked through my notes. I was like, ah, shit, that's the address. It's Arizona. And so we drove, and we're like, well, we got to be in Austin in a couple days, but it's like, you know what, this is a little bit out of the way. So, but we went back down to the Arizona one, and then we got there just like as it's getting ready to go sunset, and then so like we run up the trail to get to the place, and
it was so cold.
It was freezing, and it started raining as soon as we got out of the car. But then we got there and we were like, Grand Canyon! And then the sun went down and it's just pouring on us. But it was amazing because we made it.
Now,
we got there.
The phrase desert death crawl
Yeah.
implies that the desert will be killing you.
Yes.
Not your own bad decisions.
Well, our bad decisions led us into the Mojave.
We took a squirrel with us too.
That is true. So Sylveon Wondertwirrel was the squirrel. We've got those are, we should say, those are flying squirrels. They're domesticated. They're
now how many squirrels are there?
4.
There's 4 there.
So
okay.
if you're counting at home, we currently have 4 squirrels in the house.
There are now 4 squirrels for those doing
if you have a squirrel
the
count.
show after this, Talking Stupid, hosted by Chris Hardwick. There will be a quiz. So please,
Trivia.
there are 4.
But that's something that may be new since the last one of these we did. Like, we've been fostering gray squirrels from, like, outdoor squirrels, the squirrels you see outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those, like, we post about our squirrels all the time online, so people message us and they're like, hey, do you want these
found a
orphan
baby.
squirrels? Yeah. And so we're like, well, shit, yeah. And we didn't know anything about fostering them, but now we do, because we've done, like, 6 or so.
Is there money in squirrel collection?
There really
No.
isn't. Like, it's, you feed them every 3 hours.
Goodness of your heart.
You feed them every 3 hours, even overnight, until they're like 5-6 weeks old, and then it's every 3 hours during the day. Yeah, and then at like 12 weeks you do a release and they're fine. But like we had a squirrel, and we could not find a squirrel sitter while we're going to Vegas because like it is 3 hours every night, all night. So we ended up taking the squirrel with us on this trip, and fostered her.
I loved every second.
It was pretty great, and we bonded pretty hard. I want to play a video.
We got some video?
This is a video of her as an adult
After we released her.
I released her into the wild.
Oh my.
I was out back taking out some recycling, and she stopped by to pay a little visit. So we'll just play this and see what's up.
Hey.
Yeah, so there she is in the tree.
Wow. Now how do you know that's her?
I know my
Because you can tell
squirrels.
what she looks
A
like.
father knows?
Yeah, yeah. So I
They all look different.
They do have different facial features, so if you really, like, we only had her, she was the only one we had at the time, so, like, I really did know her very well.
And she's the only one, like, most squirrels wouldn't just come to you.
No. she bonded to me because we did take her on this trip, which is not fostering them properly. We bonded with her too hard, and you're not supposed to do that. This is actually a bad thing that we shouldn't have done. But you know, she did. She loves me, you know. So anyway, that's her again.
Wow.
So that's a promo.
It was all a promo for a show.
For TV, yeah.
You're using these creatures to promote stand-up comedy. Well, that's the point of this show too.
Well, yeah.
So.
Well, it worked, and
it all tied back in, just like we planned.
So, and speaking of SPiFFY SQUIRREL, I do that every Wednesday at the East Room. That ends next week. Next week is the last one.
The very last SPiFFY SQUIRREL
at the East Room
will be at the East Room.
Wrapping it up.
What's the date?
So it'll be October 30th, and it's going to be
30th.
A great lineup. Mary Mack, our old friend Mary Mack, is coming in to do that show.
Great Mary Mack.
And Cam O'Connor and David Hetty.
Yes.
And others too. We're going to have a lot of special guests and a bunch of Nashville comics, and it's going to be a great time.
So it's the very last one there, but I think since the last show, another comedy club has opened up in town.
Third Coast Comedy Club just opened up in August, right? And so we're doing a lot of shows there. We've got Comedy Cataclysm, which is where comics eat hot chicken and then tell jokes, and then JOKEMON.
Have you filmed any of the Comedy Cataclysms?
I've got them all.
That's an idea that we had for this show.
Yeah, exactly right. We're going to eat hot chicken and tell jokes. So, like, I've got to edit those.
I think it should have been called Ha Ha Hot Chicken.
You're right.
That's my opinion.
I think I may just rebrand the show.
All right.
So
we'll be showing clips later.
We'll show clips from that.
Not now, later.
And then we have JOKEMON. You're going to be a part of that.
I will be a part of JOKEMON on November 12th.
So JOKEMON, it's Comedy Combattle. There's 2 comedy commanders, and you'll be one of those. And they have a deck of cards, and on the cards, instead of Pokemon, it's comedians. And so you'll pick comedians out of the deck. You also pick attack and defense cards. So like Jay played one time, and the attack card somebody used against her was she had to eat cookies while she's doing her set. So it's like,
wow,
it was hilarious and disgusting, all wrapped in
blue crumbs everywhere.
That sounds great.
So like, and Mark Anunson, our good friend who did
the great Mark Anunson,
a lot of music for us for this show and a lot of stuff and a hilarious comic. Yes. He is manning the sound at this show, and so like one of the attacks they used on me was robot voice. So it was he makes it magic so my voice comes through as a robot.
Wow.
And then the other thing that he did to me was the Mark thing, where he mimics what you're saying while you're saying it. And so what I did while he was mimicking me was I renounced Christ as my savior because he's a very religious man. So I said all this really awful stuff to make him say it while
I'm already looking forward to it.
It was really, really funny. It's a great show. I live casted the last one, part of the last JOKEMON, and it kind of looked like crap because I did it at the last minute. But we're gonna do a lot more stuff. We're gonna film a lot of things. And we'll play some,
and we'll show some more clips.
We'll play some clips of you doing that. Yeah.
Now you'll hear Mark Anunson's theme song for this later on.
Oh, we should mention.
I want to thank Michael Hampton.
Yeah.
With assistance from Mr. Sean Parrott.
Yeah, they cranked out a really great one. I love that one.
They did the new opening theme song. We hope to have, if you want to write a theme song for the show, go ahead.
And we're on the Twitter at Sunday Night, SUN Night Stupid.
Yeah.
If you want to tweet at us and tell us stuff.
Cool.
I just put my hand over here. I almost touched something.
I'm cupping it.
Everybody.
I'm cupping it.
Oh, I thought you wanted to hold hands, and I was like, nah.
Okay,
it's sufficiently creepy.
What else? Oh, well, last time we tried to do a show, we had it all set up, and we had videos from Brian Bates.
Yeah.
And I did a video with Brian, and we were going to show that. So we'll be showing that tonight.
Yeah.
Now, as for my summer, I didn't really do much. I ate some pizza.
That sounds pretty good.
I relaxed. Pizza. And I did some more filming on Black Holler.
That's right. How's that going?
Well, we actually have, it's about 8 minutes of video coming up detailing the entire thing. I actually filmed another scene today.
What?
Because it will never end.
I've been to 3 rap parties.
Yes. But we will be doing a screening tomorrow night.
Monday night.
Of the first
Is this open to the public, or is it just for the
class? Just for cast and crew.
Okay.
Don't go to Heidi's house.
Please. Like,
She's a
don't go
good
to-
person.
Don't go to anybody's.
Don't bother
just
her.
show. But we'll, yeah. So they do have a nice rough cut that we're gonna watch tomorrow.
Yes, and we'll be giving a full. I did a full video with detailing kind of an update on that since we last talked about it on here. So that'll be coming up
You wanna
here
watch it
shortly.
now?
You
What do you
know,
wanna do?
I think we should watch some stand-up.
Oh yeah.
This is NashvilleStandUp.com, and our first video should be some top-notch ha-has from a local zinger slinger.
Well, that's a great description of Mr. Brian Bates. How about you want to play some?
Brian Bates, only on Sunday Night Stupid.
Here we go.
Love this beautiful weather you guys are having here. I got out and enjoyed the Greenway today. The one thing I don't like, though, this time of year, the way these college girls are dressing now. I don't know if you guys seen this. The girls wearing the short shorts with the words written right on the butt. You guys seen this? This is what I mean I look like a pervert. Because I am a slow reader. Just right on the butt. Just ask you to look at it. Some of these girls can pull it off. Some of them have no business trying. Just today, while I was on the Greenway, these two girls were running past me. One of them in the back just had UT. And she was fine. But the other one, University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Founded in 1794. www.utk.edu. That's not even small font. She is 2 blocks away. I don't even have to squint. I read that perfectly. But I'm too old to be looking at girls that age, too old. Just had a big birthday. Just turned 42 years old. Thank you, 2 people. This was a tough one, man, because I feel like I just turned 21. Now I've done it again. When I was 21, I thought I was such an adult. I really did. I had a good job and a serious girlfriend. I was driving a brand new 1993 Chevy Cavalier Z24. I thought I was a man. Now I'm 42, looking for work, looking for a girl, and driving a 1993 Chevy Cavalier Z24. Like a child. Not sure what happened. I've always kind of been sensitive about my age because I'm not married yet. I don't have kids. I noticed it's gotten harder for my friends to give me encouraging words as I've gotten older. Like, it used to be easy when I was young. How old are you now, Brian? 18? Oh, man, you're still just a baby. How old are you now, Brian? 27? You still got your whole life in front of you. How old are you now, Brian? 42? Oh, that is tough. She may not be out there anymore. I don't know. At least you got your health. Hearing that more and more. I don't even know if I have my health anymore. I was recently diagnosed with sleep apnea. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's when you stop breathing while you sleep. It causes you to constantly wake up during the night. So the solution for this is a mask called a CPAP mask. Now, I was pretty bummed when I had to get this, but my buddy wears one. It's like, look, man, it's no big deal. I wear it. You just plug it in, adjust your airflow, put your mask on, go to sleep. No big deal. I was like, yeah, it's no big deal to you because you are married. You've been married. You're going to stay married no matter what you wear to bed. I'm still single. I'm still out there trying to make it happen. He goes, well, just don't tell the girl until you marry her. I'm like, what? How would that work? On our honeymoon the first night. She comes in the bedroom wearing something more comfortable. I come in looking like Hannibal Lecter. She's like, where should we start first? I'm like, well, first thing I'm going to need is a 3-prong wall outlet. We're going to need to stay pretty close to this wall now, honey, and the Chevy extension cord. But I did meet a girl one night after a show. She came back to my place. I was like, look, I know we just met, but I have this thing called sleep apnea. I have to wear this mask or I could stop breathing. And she was really cool about it, though, really cool. She's like, yeah, that's no big deal. We'll just do a little role playing. She's like, you can be a fighter pilot, and I'll be your co-pilot. But here's the thing. She was really into the dirty talk. I'm no good at dirty talk. I was just nervous, just trying to keep up. She's like, I'm going to call you Chuck Yeager because you got the right stuff. I'm like, I'll call you Amelia Earhart because you'll never be seen again. Oh, that did not come out right. She's like, let's try this again. I'm going to call you Maverick because you got the Top Gun. I'm like, well, I'll call you Goose because you... No, wait, he dies in the end too. You really got to think these through. We ended up just watching Top Gun and calling it a night. Probably for the best. Last girlfriend I had, we fought about stupid stuff all the time, like her stupid cat. She got mad at me because I said that dogs are smarter than cats. I was like, look in your science book. Everybody knows it's cats, dogs, dolphins, chimps, women, men. She got furious at me for no reason. Started yelling at me. She's like, you idiot. Men and women are the same species. What you said doesn't even make sense. I was like, of course it doesn't make sense to you. It's science. Not good, not good. Trying to improve my life. I just had my first ever yard sale. Didn't know what I was doing, never had a yard sale, so I asked my buddy for some advice. He's like, here's what you do, man. Don't have yours on the weekend and compete with everybody else. Have yours during the week. What? So I had mine on Tuesday. I made $14.22. Cost me $18 to run the ad in the paper. That didn't work out very well. So I think I'm finally going to drop Facebook. Sick of that. You know it's time to drop Facebook when you're sick of your friends. Sick of them. I hate them. Don't need to know every detail of your life. People post way too much stuff. Probably my least favorite's the passive-aggressive types, the one posting things just begging you to ask a question or to make a comment. Here's what I got this week. Sally Rucker's feeling a little down today. And I wanted to reply, shut up, no you are not. What you should be posting is, Sally Rucker is craving attention. But it worked for her, I'll give her that. She got like 16 replies. Hang in there, Sally. Tomorrow's another day. I want to reply, stop it, please, don't encourage her. But then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling a little down. I could use some attention. So I posted, Brian Bates is considering hurting himself. I got no replies. 5 people liked it. I live without that. Without that. Say the wrong things all the time. The other day I was at a restaurant in the bathroom washing my hands, and I thought, wonder why there are no urinals in this men's restroom. So you guys know where I was, right? In the kitchen. No, I was in the women's restroom. I thought, I gotta get out of here before someone walks in and sees me. So right as I'm walking out the door, I meet face to face with this sweet little old lady, probably 80-something years old. I look at her, she looks at me, and she says, I almost walked into the wrong restroom. And I looked at her and said, yes, you did. Just watched her walk into the men's room. Go on in there. Occasionally I do say the right thing, though. Like recently I moved and decided it was time to cancel my newspaper. But the lady on the other end of the line was not going to let me off easy. She was like, sir, why would you want to cancel your newspaper? Don't you know that's still the best way to get news, weather, sports, information? Don't you want to be in the know? If you want to be in the know, you better read the newspaper, because that's how people know things. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to cancel. She said, may I ask why? I said, yeah, because I'm moving. She said, sir, we can easily transfer your subscription to your new address. And folks, I don't know where this came from, but I don't know where I said, well, that's probably going to be difficult, because I am going to prison. Silence on the other end. Finally, in a much lower tone, she said, sir, I'm so sorry to hear that. May I ask why? I said, well, if you have to ask me why, you obviously don't read the paper.
Brian Bates.
Yeah.
Brian Bates, a
Hero.
good man.
Nashville sweetheart.
Good
Champion.
Good. Did I say good man? A great man.
Possibly one of the greatest.
A great man. Half man, half hero. In my humble.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that we did, you know, I'm a big fan of that comedians in cars getting coffee show that Seinfeld does.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Where he
yeah.
drives around, this is a we get in the car, we go around.
Yeah.
And like he pretends that he's like, you know, still
Spontaneous.
interested in human interaction kind of a thing.
He
great.
has good conversations with people.
Did you see the one with Todd Barry?
No.
No.
Excruciatingly awkward.
Yeah.
So for you, those at home, but I wanted to do my own series.
Of course.
And I had to get some stuff from the store. So I contacted Mr. Bates, and we ended up putting this little thing together. And gosh, I hope you like it.
Yeah. Well, let's play that.
Sure.
All right.
Eventually.
This is let's go.
This is a 2002 Subaru station wagon with a dent on the driver's side. Stylish, practical, it gets me where I need to go. Unfortunately, it's out of gas. So I got the bright idea to call my good friend comedian Brian Bates.
Hello?
Hey Brian, it's me, Jay Berger.
It is?
Yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to go to lunch.
Sure. Where do you want to meet?
Well, the thing is, I'm out of gas. Can you pick me up?
Sure. I'll be right over.
Great!
Bye.
Hey, Jesse, how's it? Why are you filming this?
I'm Jesse Barrett, and this is Comedians in Cars buying me lunch, then getting some stuff for me at the drugstore, then bringing me back home. The drive started off great. I was telling some hilarious jokes that had Brian in stitches. I could tell already I was probably gonna get some free food. By the way, I hear this place has the best lunch in town.
Yeah. Still doing the,
I mean, what is the deal with all the lunch?
what are you still doing the Seinfeld?
Yeah, it's because we're in a car and it's fun.
It sounds nothing like him. All right, what do you want?
I'd like the number 2 large sized with tater tots, and could you get that? Because I have zero money. Thanks.
I could tell Brian was pretty ticked off. Not even my hilarious jokes were making him feel any better. So during our lunch, I decided to talk to him about his first love, stand-up comedy.
I know you're doing a lot of comedy now. Headlining at Zany's, headlining all over the area now. Gotta ask, are you enjoying the road?
I am, man, but I'll tell you, it's tough. I mean, people think it's just fun and games. It's tough, man. I mean, you go from town to town, making peanuts sometimes, 10 people in the crowd if you're lucky. It's not easy, man. It's a grind.
Well, that's the thing about the road. You just gotta persevere and work to overcome those obstacles. You can't quit. You can't quit.
Didn't you quit 8 years ago?
Brian, how would you describe your comedy?
I don't know. Good?
Oh, really?
All right, just fish in the car.
Actually, I need to go to the drugstore first. Could you give me a razor and a deodorant, some of that shea butter body wash, and some cookies? See, I need the shea butter body wash because my skin dries up. So, oh, and I need potato chips.
Go!
Where is he? Jeez, finally. Good grief. What's the beer? Alright, well, see you later. Whatever, bye.
Dude, what is your problem?
This has been Comedians in Cars buying me lunch, then getting some stuff for me at the drugstore, then bringing me back home.
Yeah. What? Good job. That was great.
Thanks again to Brian for taking me to Sonic.
Yeah, he did a good job there, and he got
I
you
liked
some toiletries.
Yeah.
That's all good stuff.
Yeah, you can talk him into a lot.
Sonic is good too. I like that Frito thing they have there.
I like the Frito thing. I feel their burgers are underrated, and in the end, it's just a good value.
Do we get some sponsors?
Yeah, I'm trying hard. I guess they're still stuck with those two goofs in the car.
I hate those commercials more than anything.
Really?
Yeah, I do not like those guys. I think those are awful
Chen
commercials.
doesn't like anyone trying to be funny.
I really don't. Like, stop trying, everybody. I did years ago.
I think those guys have a very solid improvisational background.
I'm sure that they do, and that is probably why I hate them so much.
Improv French for trying to be funny.
You know what I've noticed? Like, we've done a lot of shows
sure.
at Third Coast Comedy Club, and so it's like they've got improv groups there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've got multiple, troops or whatever.
Yes, and that's terrific.
And then, like, there's been some crossover where, like, some of those fans are coming to our shows now because we've got elements of them.
So they're probably confused.
Yeah, but it's like I've noticed, like,
Why is
crowds.
the humor so complete and thought out?
Crowds really enjoy watching improvers struggle with the game or being funny or coming up with something. But same situation, same audience, and it's stand-up struggling, and they're like, "Ooh, this is sad."
Yeah.
It's so weird that they like the struggle if it's improv.
Well,
but
see, I think it's the suggestion thing
Yeah.
because they feel like, oh, I stumped him.
I did that.
I done it real good.
I said butt.
He ain't heard the word dildo until I walked into
No,
the room.
I don't think it's a lot of dildo talking. They do put on good shows there. I don't want to bad talk them. They're good shows.
So it's not
been
like
really fun.
it's not like our improv days.
There's somebody who does short form. I don't know. They do
Short
different
form. Even the descriptions.
Yeah. A little too
Kinda
pretentious.
make me twitch a little.
But they have good
my
stuff.
right eyelid.
Like JOKEMON is there's a lot of improvised stuff, obviously because of the
Which I'm kind of worried
structure
about.
of the. Well, you don't have to do anything.
I've never been a big comedy guy, so it's going to be strange being up there. I'm going to feel pressured to be funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, you saw that video.
Pretty great.
So it's pretty nerve-wracking to just come up.
We also delved a little bit about why you didn't enjoy your improv time.
Well, we were around a lot of theater guys. Like, so there's like stand-up comics in the
And we
group,
were
and
doing
then
like
there's theater
improv
guys.
in Jackson and like Cookville and like crappy bars.
Right. So it's like
Which
when it
is
was
like we might as well have been mine.
when it was at Zany's, like I loved every bit of it.
Weren't
Like
you
it was
also being mean to your teammates?
some of them, yeah.
Yes.
Occasionally, I would videotape the
There
shows.
were a couple of incidents.
I'd videotape the shows and then I would play them back for the group, and I'd be like, "Oh, see how you're on stage for 2 minutes and nobody's laughing?" And then me and Jesse walk out, and all of a sudden the laughs are just popping, and they didn't like it when we.
That's exactly what happened. We walked out there, and everybody just stood up and started clapping because we were so good from the very start, even before we started doing stand-up.
That's great.
I mean, the best thing about the Skeleton Crew is we got into Zanies.
That's exactly it. I've been doing stand-up for 3 months, and then we had a weekly show at Zany's where I was doing like open. They had open mic, but it wasn't that open. Like I did a set every week, and then
I don't think I'd started stand-up.
You hadn't.
yet.
You were on stage at Zany's, but you hadn't done stand-up.
I
yet.
was just a
Not until,
jerk
6
who
months
made
later.
fun of stuff.
Yeah, but you were great at it. Like we were already doing sketch videos and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we were already mean.
So it worked out.
And sarcastic. So
It got me exactly what I like. It got me in with Zany's, and that was perfect.
yes, it is. Thanks, Zanies.
Yeah, thanks guys.
And thanks, Third Coast Comedy Club.
All of them.
For providing an exciting new venue for local mirth makers and jokesters,
Hucks, chucklers,
chuckle,
funny people. I don't know.
Anyway, check out Third Coast Comedy Club
great.
here in Nashville. A proud supporter of NashvilleStandUp.com.
Yeah, they really are. They're doing a good job.
Now, speaking of some stand-up, I haven't seen stand-up from you in a while, Chad.
Oh well, I've got something. I can play something.
Humor me.
Well, I don't know if I'll do that, but I'll play a clip of me doing comedy.
Only on Sunday Night Stupid.
All right.
She is obsessed with the Harry Potter books. She wanted me to read them. I'm like, okay, whatever. I read the books. It's fine. Whatever. But there's some stuff that trips me up. At some point, Sirius Black is in trouble. He's on the run. He's a bad guy, right? In the eyes of the wizard world. And the Daily Prophet has written an article to the wizards saying, watch out for Sirius Black. He's on the run. And there was a gunfight somewhere, so you got to watch out. And then they explain what guns are to the wizards. They mentioned that the Prime Minister of Britain says, watch out for this guy. They didn't explain who the Prime Minister of Britain was, but they explained what guns are to wizards. The wizards know who the Prime Minister of Britain is, they don't know the primary tools he uses to kill brown people. I brought this up to my girlfriend. She was like, they live in a secluded area. They don't pay attention to muggles. I was like, they need to get their wizard heads out of their wizard asses. There's wars going on in Afghanistan. They missed Vietnam, for shit's sake. What the hell are these wizards doing with their fucking wizard powers? They're making candles float around and shit. How about you go do something that matters, you sons of bitches? Wizard privilege. That is an amazingly valid point.
All right. That was dang old adorable Chad Riden.
Just a taste. Just a taste.
And
Good stuff.
well, there's more. Like that set was really fun. I screamed at a woman she was playing on her phone in the front row, and I screamed at her a couple times during the set. I got to get that video clip ready.
Stay tuned in the upcoming weeks when you'll get to see Chad abuse this person. By the way,
Yeah.
I want to apologize to the local improv community. I was frankly rude about the art form, both the long form and short form. Wankadoodle.
You're not sorry at all.
I am heartbroken at the friendships I may have just lost, and I apologize, and it's really good.
Just now, I feel like you're being your best self right now.
We'll go to hell.
Speaking of going to hell, what
Oh,
about
yeah.
Black Holler?
Speaking of being a demon, yes, the movie that may never be finished.
I have faith. I've been on several shoot days, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. I think they're great.
Oh, it's been a blast.
They're really good. Like I've watched some footage, and I think it's great. I think it's gonna be amazing.
It's very exciting. I am eager to see the end result, but Heidi Irvin, who co-wrote the screenplay, produced it, has been a trooper this whole time. I was at her house earlier today filming. But she made this video kind of catching all of the donors, Kickstarter donors,
Yeah.
with what's going on. And it's very, very interesting. And it'll give you an idea on the 3-year odyssey that this has become.
But for an independently produced film,
For under $10,000.
I don't think that's bad.
No.
they created something out of nothing,
That's so
and
great.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And then brought us in. I got to be a part of it.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing. That's I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be showing you a trailer here on this very show very soon. But for now, here is Heidi with an update on Black Holler, only on Sunday nights.
Yeah, when is that movie gonna be ready anyway?
That's a great question, Leah, and I'm glad you asked. Hi, I'm Heidi, and I'm here to give you an update on the progress of
Black Holler.
Black Holler.
It's a sexy horror comedy movie.
That it is, Sean, and this is Black Holler Timeline to the Max. It all started in 2014, and who better to tell you about that than me from 2014?
In January of 2014, two girls got together and decided to make a movie.
Those girls were me and Rachel Ward. We got together a screenplay and pitched it to this guy, Jason Berg, who decided to be the director of photography, and writer. Then we got Bruce Irvin on board. He's going to do the score and the soundtrack, and he's been a heck of an associate producer. Well, and this lady is the reason we have prop sets, costumes, location, and was there on almost every set. And then we, of course, couldn't bring these characters to life without a great cast. Tell me about it, Bruce, from 2 years ago.
Awesome cast of actors. People like
CJ Stanley, Stacey Kaczynski, Elizabeth Williams, Katie Gantz, Sarah Van Arsdale, Heidi Irvin, Rachel Ward, Bruce Irvin, John Bumpus, Nick Haddon, Jesse Perry, and superstar Tamiko Robinson. Plus, special appearances by John Cornelius, Vivi Vendetta, Lee McHugh, Leah Fincher, Steve Parnell, Justin Spice J. Terrence, Albie Words, and more.
Sounds totally bitchin'.
You know what? All those people were filmed, and I hope they all make the cut. Guess what else? In September 2014, we decided to really do it right and raise some money by our Kickstarter. With the help of our wonderful cast and crew, a lot of very generous people, family, friends, strangers, comics. We were able to raise quite a bit of money. And thanks to Jessica Carter for giving us some press. Yes, on October 17th, 2015, we made our goal. We celebrated this by making a We Are the World parody video, which you should watch if you can subscribe to our YouTube page. It's a fun one. We pretend to be 80s celebrities, and we sing, "We've made our goal." Also, shout out to Nashville Fringe Festival, who gave us $1,000, and they're an awesome sponsor. Thank you, JM.
November of 2014 through March of 2015 was spent in pre-production. At this time, we revised our screenplay, turning it into a feature-length script. We rehearsed and had many readings with our cast. And we had fight choreography with Miss Vivi Vendetta, with some of our more action-packed characters. And we also had a reading through the Tennessee Women's Theater Project's Women's Work Festival, after which we thought, I think we're ready to make this thing. April through November of 2015 was spent in production. Working with everyone's schedules was a challenge, since we had a cast from all kinds of different backgrounds with different availability. But we got everyone together whenever we could, and the main cast spent most of their weekends in the woods, under less than glamorous conditions, to say the least. So we are so grateful for their dedication to the project. Wrangling crew was another story. There was even less glamour for them, and we were very lucky to get the people that we did. We had a small but dedicated group of people who came out time and time again and were so helpful. And even though most of our resources and cast and crew were doing it all for little to nothing, we did need some money, and the $6,000 we raised, we ran out of pretty fast. So in September of 2015, we launched an Indiegogo campaign. For this campaign, we made 2 trailers. The first trailer was using footage from our fall of 2014 short version of the movie, which was on the scary side. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. The second trailer was a concept of an archaeology introductory video made by Professor Thompson, who is played by Jesse Perry. And it used footage from the feature film, which will hopefully actually be used in the movie that you'll see, in addition to some funny scenes that we got of Jesse walking around the woods explaining the class and the spring dig of 1989, which is where our movie takes place. And luckily, with those 2 trailers and the help of even more generous people, we were able to raise $2,500, so thank you again. We were very happy with that. Even though it wasn't always excellent to be on set, we are so happy with our cast, and we think that all of their hard work will pay off and we'll have a great horror comedy movie. Okay, 2016, we spent the better part of this year in post-production. There were some pickups, but mostly it's been in editing. Alright, this winter, it was a lot of sound syncing and removing takes that were ruined from airplanes or cars coming by, and that was done by Chip Wilder. Okay, this guy right here did an amazing job pouring through hours and hours of footage and making it into something we could really use. Okay, then this summer, we organized the footage, okay? We put it in Adobe Premiere, okay? And that was done by Adam Parsons. He organized it chronologically and by scene, and we thank him so much for his work. It's really helped us in editing the project. And then this fall, we've been putting together a rough cut, and that work has been done by Danny Jones. He's been doing a great job going through a lot of footage. I think it's 24 hours of footage at this point, and we're really happy with his work. These are photos from the viewing of the 30-minute movie that we have right now. That is the length of the rough cut, and we are on track to finish it by October 1st. We just couldn't be happier with how the movie looks, even before we've added any color correction or soundtrack or sound effects. So we're so happy with the movie. We are on track and hope to have it all done by October 1st, 2016. It's looking like it's gonna happen. And then we'll have 3 months for things like sound mixing, ADR, After Effects, and color correction, which should be plenty of time to take care of it. And then we hope to have a final project by January 6, 2016 for the Nashville Film Festival entry. I think it's gonna be worth the wait. Oh no, I don't think Jesse liked me sharing this private video. I think he's coming for my tent.
What the heck's going on in here? Seriously, let's go find those arrowheads. Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And remember,
Black Holler back, y'all.
Seriously, thank you for your contributions and your support and your generosity and your patience. We are seriously pumped to have a movie to you next year for real, and we will keep you updated better, I promise. Thanks again. Bye.
Black Holler.
Black Holler, everybody.
Coming right along. I can't wait to see that trailer. Or
Featuring, gosh, how many local comics are in that movie?
I would say like a dozen.
Yeah. Brad Edwards.
Uh-huh.
You of course.
Yeah.
Hinderlighter.
Yeah.
I think is in there. It's very exciting. It's a wonderful project, and now you know way too much about it.
I think it's great. I can't wait to see it.
So hopefully we'll have a trailer to the show soon. But you know, this was a good show.
This is pretty good.
I loved
First
it.
one back. I think the technical stuff worked great.
Yeah.
Very excited about the new setup. It's very grown up, and I really need to lose some weight.
Well, that's the sad thing of having a camera that works. It's like, geez, I don't want to. Maybe if we could make it blurrier.
Well, this is kind of a wide angle. Can you inverse that? Maybe we could use like a fisheye lens.
Yeah.
And maybe that would be better. But this was so much fun. I'm so glad we're doing this again.
Yeah, this will be great.
And I'm glad we're doing it in a way that will allow people to see it.
That's a novel idea. I don't know.
This is just one of many shows in the future that you will be able to watch.
And we've got a bunch of old episodes, so if you want to click on the playlist, there's a shitload of them.
There are. I'm not sure, frankly, how many of them are watchable.
Well, regardless.
Not even kidding.
Please follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Find us there, Nashville StandUp. Let's blow through. Do you want to blow through our promotional stuff?
Yes,
here?
yes.
Might as
By all
well
means.
do some horror in here.
Promo blowout.
So there's Mary J. Berger.
I'm just going to keep clapping.
Yeah. Oh, let me turn off this stupid Sunday Night Stupid font so it's not covering up your goodness. There we go.
Oh yeah, you guys see the squirrel photos.
That's right.
Yeah. Wondertwirrels, you guys.
The great Mary J. Berger, ladies and gentlemen.
She's doing a good job. Where's my Jesse Perry one?
He's right
There he is. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Look at
And I'm no longer on Facebook.
Oh, that's not there. I'll delete that.
Um,
Sorry, guys.
you should leave it too. It's the best decision you'll ever make.
Oh, you know, I am dying to leave. I can't wait till that Facebook is not a thing anymore. Oh, look at me.
Hey,
It's
the
Chad
great Chad Riden. Nashville's next mayor.
Let's pimp Bateskin. He did a good job.
Yeah, great job. Thank you so much, Brian, and I hope to film with you soon. You did a great job. Thank you. Check him out. He's a very funny man.
I want to pimp my show at Third Coast. It's Comedy Cataclysm, comics eat hot chicken and tell jokes. It's once a month. Go to NashvilleStandUp.com for more information about that. Also, we've got a radio show. That's new.
Yes.
So it's me and Jay. It's every week, 1 to 2 p.m. And
I do hope to be on there at some
Please,
point.
come on anytime you want. I played some of your stand-up last week.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. It was great. And so you have
Oh,
it on
I
the
know.
show.
Oh, I know.
So that's streams online at WXNA fm.org. So,
And I believe, aren't the old episodes on NashvilleStandUp.com?
yeah, I've got them all podcasted up there on Nashville Stand Up. So
subscribe to that as well.
As always, yeah, just visit NashvilleStandUp.com and enjoy that, guys. Well, I think we did it, you guys.
We did it.
Show.
We won.
You want to get out of here, everybody?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's play this last thing and let's get out of here. Thanks
Bye,
for watching,
everybody.
everybody. We appreciate you.
Chad and Jesse, Mary and Chad, friends and Jesse, Chad and Mary, Mary and Jesse, friends and Chad and Jesse, friends and Mary, Mary.
I'm rolling.
You're rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jesse, Chad and friends and Jesse, Chad and Jesse, Mary and Chad and friends and Jesse, Chad and Mary, Mary and Chad and Jesse and friends, friends and Mary, Jesse and Chad, Chad and Jesse, Jesse and Jesse and Chad and Mary and Jesse.
Sunday night, stupid.